No copyright intent. Not trying to be sexual, convention, and religion. Do anything to get my YouTube channel taken away from me. Not trying to copyright, convince any religion. Not trying to be sexual. I consider it my job right now, and I love making my videos for my fans, and it helps me de-stress. And by the way, May the 4th be with you. It's May 4th, 11:45 p.m. So yeah, it might be uploaded a little late, but I will do it. It's Star Wars! What is Star Wars? Star Wars is a science fiction franchise composed of movie, books, comics, video games, toys, and animation shows. It is a financial universe created by George Lucas. How many Star Wars movies are there going to be made? Disney currently has 6 Star Wars films in the works. 3 more are spin-offs films. The only one of these that has officially been announced is Rogue One, a Star Wars story. But there are reports that the other 2 will be Untitled Han Solo, a trilogy film, and Untitled Boba Fett, a trilogy film. Sorry if I messed that name up. Is Star Wars based on a book? Is Star Wars based on a book? No. When the book was released, with George Lucas' name but ghostwritten by Alan Dean Foster, the film was already in production. Each subsequent film in this series has had a novelist released before the film, but was based entirely on the script of the film. February 25th, 2006. And yeah, I got everything from Google, so blame Google if any of this is wrong. Who wrote Star Wars? George Lucas wrote Star Wars. Late Brackety? Brackee. Wait, no, just E. T. And Lawrence Kasdan wrote The Empire Strikes Back. George Lucas and Lawrence Kasdan wrote Return of the Jedi. No one named George M. Lucas wrote any Star Wars film. Who is the author of the Star Wars books? The novelist author is George Lucas, which again is true in a roundabout way since the book was based on his screenplay. However, the novelist was actually written by science fiction and tie-in media giant Alan Dean Foster. How should you watch Star Wars? This is a story. Tell it like a storyteller would. Start with A New Hope. Next, move on to The Phantom Menace. After that, watch The Clone Wars. Next, come back to the original trilogy with The Emperor Strikes Back for the ultimate plot twist. Next, I don't know where to go. It disappeared. Sorry, it's taking a moment to reload. Who has been in the... No, I've already done that one. What happened to Obi-Wan when he died? Obi-Wan had learned from Qui-Gon Jinn about how to maintain his identity after death and become a Force ghost. When a dying person uses the technique to become a Force ghost, their bodies vanish. But even though wise, Wiki is about to tell us what actually happens to the body when one becomes a Force ghost. Can a Sith become a Force ghost? Sorry, my computer's uploading some of them. How did Anakin get born? Qui-Gon theorized that Anakin was conceived by Midichlori ANS after SHMI told him there was no father. Senator Palpatin tells Anakin that his former master, Darth Plagueis, learned how to influence mid-counters to create life. I'm not even sure if I understood that, but I read it. How did Anakin turn into Darth Vader? Before he became a despicable of the dark side, Darth Vader was Anakin Skywalker, a good-hearted Jedi who hero of the Clone Wars. While he was considered one of the most powerful Jedis in the galaxy, Anakin had broken the Order code by secretly marrying Senator Padmeamidala. Sorry if I'm not saying these right. And yes, I got this all off of Google. Who is Anakin Skywalker? The father of Skywalker has long been debated among Star Wars fans. According to Anakin's mother, SHMI, there was no father. She simply woke up pregnant one day. According to SHEEVPALPATIN, his Smith master, Darth Plagueis, had figured out how to manipulate the Force into creating life. How did Anakin turn to the dark side? Who killed Darth Vader in Star Wars? During the battle, Anakin, who had been known as Sith Lord Darth Vader, was redeemed by Luke, and brought balance to the Force. However, the redemption cost Anakin his life. Having been mortally wounded by the Emperor Darth Sidious while killing his mother. After his death, Anakin became one of the Forces. It doesn't give you the rest. Is Darth Vader Luke Skywalker's dad? And sorry if I said his name wrong. Darth Vader is the alternate Anakin Skywalker. This very thing was suggested for the birth of Anakin himself by his own mother in Star Wars Episode 1. So there is no reason to doubt that Anakin actually is the father of Luke or Leia. And you can thank George Lucas for this confirmation. How did Luke Skywalker relate to Uncle Owen? As a Jedi Knight, Anakin secretly married Padmeamidala in the Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of Smith. Padme gives birth to twins Luke and Leia. Luke is raised by Beru and Owen Lars, while Leia is raised by Senator Bailey Organa, Queen Breha on Alderan. I don't even know what I just wrote because my dyslexia is like, what? How did Anakin's mom die? After Anakin left to become a Jedi, she was sold to Cliegg Lars, who freed her and married her. Just before the Clone Wars, SHMI died in her son's arms after being brutally tortured by the band of Turkish riders. A couple of years after her death, SHMI appeared to her son Anakin on the planet Mortis. Who is Starkiller in Star Wars? Starkiller in Star Wars, The Force Unleashes. Starkiller, born Galen Markey, also known as the Apprentice, is the Dark Jedi anti-hero protagonist of the Star Wars The Force Unleashes project. The character's likeness and voice are proven by Samuel Whittaker. Again, sorry. Is Luke Darth Vader? Luke's father isn't totally gone from Star Wars. Later, Luke cremated him before parting with EWOKS and his buddies to celebrate the fall of the Empire, during which fans saw Vader again, but in Jedi ghost form as Anakin Skywalker, not death. Who is Luke's in Star Wars? Lucan. No, Luke. I don't know why I said Lucan, man, my dyslexia. To protect the child from the Empire and Anakin, the now Smith Lord Darth Vader, Obi-Wan Kenobi personally sent the infant Luke to live with Anakin's stepbrother, Owen Lars, and his wife Beru on the planet Tatooine, while Senator Bailey Organa agreed to adopt Leia together with his wife, the Queen of Alderan. Okay, well, that's all I'm doing for May the 4th be with you, which is Star Wars. Have a great May the 4th be with you. See you next time.